Welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've done anything on this channel, but now I have a new person to have on this channel. This is Alexis. I talk about her all the time, so if you don't know who she is, you're weird. I wanted her to be in these Last of Us reactions because I played the game. I know this game like the back of my hand. So I wanted someone who hadn't played the game, who has no idea what's going to happen or what they're getting into, and their input on this. Anything to say? You want to introduce yourself? You want to talk it up?
No.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? Do you have any expectations?
I have no idea what to think going into this.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen you play it a few times. It looks fun. They're zombies or something. I don't know.
There's zombies or something. That's accurate.
I hope this lives up to the hype because I like these kind of shows.
I always get nervous when adaptations are made, but I'm very hopeful for this one just because the director of the original game is also director on here. So I'm excited. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
So how do you like that?
It was good. I mean, from not really knowing, only knowing, I guess, the little bit that I do know from watching you play, I was able to piece together certain things, but like characters, I was like, who's that? I don't know who that is.
There were a few characters that I was like, I don't know who that is.
I don't recognize you.
Which is fun. This adaptation so far was very, very like faithful, from like the shots to literally everything. Everything was very like mimicked, but in a good way. But I'm glad that there were some changes because I wouldn't have wanted to just watch the same game. I could just play the game. So
well, nobody wants that. People want like, you know, a different version of what they've already essentially watched.
What did you think of Pedro, who plays Joel?
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's very like, well, he's very dad, you know.
Dad energy.
He like, that's it. Like, he looks like
A dad.
just like a
Yeah.
dad. And he looks like someone who, once he gets to like with his daughter, you know, like once he gets to know Elle, he's a very like,
Ellie.
I'm gonna protect you, Ellie. So I like him a lot, and I like the actor for that character.
I think they chose a really great actor.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pedro is paying Joel homage, but doing it in his own way, and he's definitely giving a more like, in my opinion, gentler side and quieter side to Joel, which I really like. I think it's really cool. I think Anna Torv, who plays Tess, is doing phenomenal. She's blowing out of the water. I love her. And then what'd you think about Bella, who plays Ellie?
Oh, I love her. I'm like, she's adorable, number one. I don't know much about the character other than I know in the game like she has darker hair. Like it's essentially darker brown.
Well, you've mainly seen me play The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, where she's older.
Yeah.
I like the badass.
Yeah, the badassness.
Little girl.
She definitely got her like attitude nailed down. I will say that there are like certain moments that I'm like, I don't really see this as an Ellie thing, like an Ellie mannerism, but I'm trying to like remind myself that like this is a completely different person and they're gonna play it differently.
Mm-hmm.
I think for his age, he's doing phenomenally well.
Mm-hmm. Did you think, I mean, coming from someone who's very into production, what did you think of music, camera work?
Phenomenal. Obviously with the dark scenes, please brighten this up. I hate it. I don't know why film has gone so obsessed with just making dark shots just so hard to see visibly because it's not appealing. Like put a backlight on it, so at least the viewers can see. Like we understand that it's dark, but we want to be able to see it too. And then I will say, just the cuts were so good. There was nothing that was like jarring. The way that it opened, the way that it transitioned into the intro, the music was so good. I'm so glad that Gustavo came back on for the show. He's the one who did the music for both games.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I know. I'm very happy so far with how this is all turning out. You know, being like, oh, this is the worst crap that we've ever
They did not
watched.
You know, take anything into account from the game. You know, characters don't match. I mean, that kind of thing.
Yeah, which is how I feel about the Avatar live action, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I'm excited to see what other stories are going to be told because they have more room to do so in a mini series rather than in a 10-hour game. Oh my gosh, I love that they kept the same actress from Marlene. That is perfect. She killed it in the first game, and I'm glad that she's back. She's so funny. Her comedic timing, even when it's not supposed to, like, this isn't a comedy, her comedic timing is impeccable. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to all that's going to be coming out. Anything else?
I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed it. That's it.
What would you rate this episode out of 5, if you could?
Out of 5. I feel like I'm very easy to please when it comes to shows and movies. We'll give it a 4.8.
Yeah. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 just for the dark shots and then some of the Ellie mannerisms. But I don't want to see any of y'all going after Miss Bella Ramsey on Twitter, Instagram. I don't want to see that. Leave them alone. Thank you.
I think I would give it that score mainly because I know it is like you said, a really long game. But the episode was a little hard to sit through for me.
Yeah.
A little long.
Yeah.
It was an hour and 20 minutes. That's like a movie. And of course, that's like if you were to go to movies, you would sit and watch a movie. Yeah. But for me, 45 minutes to like 55 minutes is what I'm used to. But like for a series or a show, an hour and 20 minutes is long. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's longer than what I normally am used to, I guess.
No, and I could see how some people probably needed to pause it and go stretch and all that stuff. But I think in terms of, I know the game, this was a perfect first episode. This was a perfect way to cut the introduction of it, and if it was cut anywhere else, it would have been awkward or weird. And I love that they ended with Bill's radio, which I'm very excited for you to meet Bill.
Cool.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for this reaction. I'm very excited for y'all to see the rest. If you guys liked this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, comment if you were in the apocalypse, do you think you would survive or not, and why? Because I want to know your reasoning, because I'm very judgmental, and I will tell you that you probably wouldn't live. Anyways.
She would tell you that I wouldn't live a fucking day. Am I allowed to cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll probably have to beep it out. But do you want to do my outro?
What's your outro?
But anyways, be gay.
Do crimes.
And we'll see y'all
a little bit later.